Hey YouTube, today has been a day. It is the last day in June and I was insistent on doing a look with the Lady of Shalott palette from Notoriously Morbid, Spellcast Beauty, their sister side. Because I'm on this thing, this journey, this quest to use all of my palettes within a 2-month period. And so I believe this was the last one. So I'm like, we're gonna do this. This is my brushes that are drying. This is from 2 looks, I believe. Yes, I'm gonna show it to you again, Michelle, if you're looking. Because when this was looking like this before, she commented, was that from an event? No. No, official troll Ken. That was all me. I tell y'all, I be using my brushes. So I'm going to put these away. So thank you for being here for this. I want to let y'all know, well, I appreciate all of you. And some of you love long form content, long form content. And I was doing that on a regular basis before, and then somewhere along the line I started making them shorter. And now I'm really back to making the longer long form. And I want to thank Michelle A. Davison for that, because I think subconsciously I was feeling like my videos were too long. And I really love just doing like a whole face. And so when she asked me about that, or she had said something about, you know, she this is the longer long form, I'm like, you know what? Yeah. And so so we are back to doing that. I appreciate, excuse me, those of you who stay, you start at the beginning and you stay through to the end. I appreciate that. I appreciate those even who skip, because I know it is a time commitment. Watching videos is a time commitment, and when you're talking about a video that's like an hour, that's an hour out of your day. You know what I mean? And so I do know it can be a lot to ask, depending on your like daily schedule and what you have going on in your life. But I do acknowledge that it can be a lot to ask. And I don't know anybody who watches only one YouTube channel. And so I know there's other people that you're watching, and even for me, it is so hard to stay caught up even on just one person. And so I'm just saying all this to say, as I'm putting brushes away, I'm saying all this to say, as I'm putting brushes away, but I really appreciate y'all. I really do. And there's another sneak amongst the official troll Ken. I'm gonna leave that there. We're gonna talk about it when it shows up. I'm just like, y'all are, oh my gosh. So anyway, I'm almost done putting these, and I'm keeping out the ones I think I might use. Today has been a day. I had an appointment at the VA hospital, and yep, so we just, ta-da. And I wish it was a darker color, because even though I wash them, and I don't know if that's ink from like the ferrule or what, because I wash my brushes, and so sometimes I do lay them on here before I put them in. And so one day I was looking at this like, why did it look dirty? And it is machine washable, so eventually I'll get sick of looking at it like that and put it in the washing machine, which is what I did before I even used it. And if it gets really gross, I did buy 2. One lives inside of my carry-on, which is what I travel with, even if it's somewhere I drive to, because everything just fits in there. And I am more or less a light packer. And then I usually still have my my travel brush kit, mine, for my makeup. So this is Lady of Shalott, Spellcast Beauty. And I'm not going to tell the story again of wanting someone to talk me out of it, but not telling them that. And yeah, so this is what it looks like. I like this palette because it has everything. Not really vampy, unless just, and who's going to do a 2 shadow vampy look? Maybe like these and with this red, maybe. Excuse me for that light. But it has, if you like bolder shimmers, you got this, you got that, this one, these 2 down here. This one shows up nice. It's not bright though. You can tell by the color of it. This is bold. You have your neutral mattes. You have your natural look, glam look right here. Well, actually with these. You have nice 2 columns. Like, look at, oh, maybe I should do that. What if I did looks by columns? That's a good idea. Because look at this column right here. That's a look. Look at this column right here. And you got that pop of blue. And then you have like a greenish neutral look. A little max up. What do they call it? Mash up. And then you have your ethereal over here with a smoke for the corner, lower lash line, whatever. And then you have like your lighter ethereal. I think we're going to do that. So today, we're going to start with this one. Or should I do one each eye? I kind of want to. Because if we did that, we would do these two columns. How many is it? 2, 4, 6. So we could do this one and this one, then this one and that one, then the two center, but then I'd confuse myself and forget where I was. Let's do these first two columns. This is a good idea, Dion. I know, thank you. You're welcome. I'm tripping. Yo, today has been... That means I need to take a more eyeshadow brush. Because I only kept out these 4. And I have a feeling... And that's how I end up with that thing full of brushes, because if you've been here, you know, each shadow gets its own brush. So I'm taking out 2 of these for our shade up here. We're going to take out another, actually we don't have any out. We're going to take out, is it here? We're going to take out 2 of these to put that strip of light right under here that I like. I know I got 2 of these. Did I put you somewhere else? Y'all know it irks me when I can't find something, because everything is right here in front of me. Where is this other Scott Barnes number 60? Is this content? I had to have put it in the wrong place. Where the hell? Okay, that's gonna bug me. So I'm just gonna use a different brush. Oh, yeah, I did put it in the wrong place. Here it is. It was back where my eyeliner for upper lash line brushes are. Speaking of which, we're going to take out another MAC 210 for upper lash line. We're going to take out another Fenty 220 for lower lash line. Excuse me. Another of the newer Esom V27s. And 3 more of the older Esom V27. So we're sitting here in front of... Do I dare count? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 brushes. And it's all just for me. So, I had an appointment at the VA hospital. The psychiatrist, I am going to have a talk with her, because I don't feel we're a good fit, because I feel like she doesn't listen to me as a person. And I also wondered if maybe she was hard of hearing a little bit. Like, no joke, like, seriously, because I'll say something, and then she'll ask me a question, and I'm like, the answer is what I was just saying to you. So I don't know if she just doesn't hear me, or I don't know. And then other times, the other times, I'm taking these out, took this out. And then there's times when... I'm going to take out these 2. This will be for inner rooms. This will be lower lash line. I think we're going to see if this shows up on inner rooms. And we're going to put, so we'll see. Yeah, it's just, I feel like she's not personable. And all the other therapists I had were very personable. And when we talk, it is like a conversation. With her... It feels like she's listening to identify a problem. And yes, as a clinician, as a therapist, you know, we do, you know, we try to find out or figure out like what the problem is, or what the source is, or what contributing factors are to however the person's feeling, or to the patterns and cycles in their life. And then we deal with that. But there's a way to do that and still just be conversational, you know what I mean? But I feel like she just listens. I feel like I'm a problem that she's listening to try and find a solution for, versus listening to me as a person. This is all that's left in this one. You hear that clicking? Probably not. This is it for this one. I do have backups. And I don't like that feeling, because I am a person and I don't feel like she's seeing me or listening to me as a person. And again, sometimes I think I wondered a few times, like, if she was just hard of hearing. Um, and so I don't know. And I thought about just asking for, can you assign me, not her, but like the people that work at the front desk, asking if they can just assign me to someone else. But then I'm like, that's chicken shit, because y'all know I say how I feel. And so I am, and I do have another appointment scheduled with her. I am going to tell her how I'm feeling and that I would like to be referred to someone else. Because this is a whole team of counselors. And so it's like, she's not the only one. And the reason for that, even telling her like how I'm feeling, we are who we are. She is who she is. And so I don't want her, like, if I were to continue on with her after telling her how I feel and she was to change her behavior, that's just performative, because that's not being who she is. And so I'm not faulting her for who she is. And I tell people, and I am an advocate for therapy and for counseling. Every therapist and every client is not a good fit. And it just so happened that all my previous ones, we were really good fits. And so this is new for me. And even in my own work, if someone, asks me about, becoming a clinical client, I have them do an assessment, because I want to see, what is it they want help with, what's going on in your life, and it's just like a form that I have them fill out and get back to me. And then I spend time with the form, look at it, and I really think about, is this a good fit? What this person is saying, and not being judgy, but you can tell sometimes that people just say what they think you might want to hear, and then there's people who dig deep, and it's just like, okay, yeah, they're ready, to tackle, whatever. And y'all, this is going to be it. This is going to be it. I need to move this closer because I feel like I'm way over here. And so there's been people that I have said, I don't really think that, I'm the best, counselor for you, clinician for you. And so it does happen, that's all I'm saying. And so it is new for me, though, to be on this side of it. But I'm going to tell her how I feel, and that I'm going to request to be assigned to someone else and just see how that goes. And other things, too, is like all of my other therapists, and including myself, like, we take notes. And so if I bring up something and like, oh yeah, last time, and I've only seen it twice too, so we are still very much learning each other. But if you're in tune with yourself and, situational awareness type things, and I have been told I'm good at reading people. That it just, I don't feel like it's a good fit. And if I feel like you're not hearing me or you're not listening, why would I even keep talking to you? You know what I mean? And like, I'll bring up, oh, last time you said such and such, and she's like, I did? And I'm like, yeah. So she'll be like, well, remind me what I said. And I'm thinking, you don't take friggin' notes? Every clinician I've ever known take notes. So I would just be like, why do I have to rehash what you said to me? Like, you didn't take notes on like what we talked about, or what your thoughts were, or or what you thought about what I said. So that was another thing, like. And so I had said something to her that I told her, well, when you said this last time, I knew that it wasn't going to work for me, and I'm going to tell you now today, like, why it's not going to work for me. And she has told me a couple things that did help me. And so it's not like a complete like waste of time or anything. But she's just like balancing out, the hits and misses here. And I would rather have more hits than misses. And so she had said something, and she explained what she was saying. I disagreed with it. I didn't say anything. I said, I'll just file it back here and process it when I get home. This is done. So the next time we'll have a brand new one. And so she was like, well, what did I say? And I'm thinking, you didn't take notes, or you didn't read your notes. This is Beauty Bio, the Eyelighter Concentrate smoothing, brightening serum and depuffing tool, which is just this metal tip. So we're gonna squeeze some out. And so I told her what she had said, and she was like, oh, with like a blank look on her face. And I'm just like, you don't remember saying that? And I know I'm not her only client, but when I saw clients, I take notes. And before their next appointment, like maybe a half hour before they arrive for their next appointment, I go over the notes. So that way it's fresh in my mind. You know, what we talked about, where we stopped at, you know, what the goals were between, you know, for that person in between appointments, and, you know, what we were going to, you know, circle back to, or what we agreed to talk about for the next appointment or whatever. And so she would just be like, oh, well, what did I say? And then I say it to her, and I tell her how she explained it, and she would be like, oh, well, what I meant was, excuse me? Y'all know me. Say what you mean and mean what you say. So, like, if you, you're trying to help me, right? And you're saying things, and then you're changing what you say later on. That does not give me confidence. It does not. We're going to do a dollop, and actually, let's put it right there, because it's just a little drop hanging. And so it's like, I just don't feel good about it. And that, along with the not hearing me, which I don't know if he does have trouble hearing or not. But, and it wouldn't even matter if she did have trouble hearing, because how are you going to help me if you can't hear me? I need to put my dime fragrances either in my bedroom or in the bathroom, and I meant to do that before so that I can make sure that I use them. So we're going to take we're going to do the orange first, since it's a lighter shade. Prime Pro Medic's Under Eye Brightening Corrector. Excuse me for that glare. So we're going to use the brush that they sent, which already is shedding. So I know it's not going to last long, but we're going to use it until I get tired of seeing the tall fibers in the back. When the fibers are hanging out, you lose control over where the product goes, because it's just... So we're going to use it a little while longer. And I have enough of the Real Techniques 200 brushes that even though I like this one, it's not going to be like, oh my gosh, I don't have that brush anymore. It's going to be like, oh, well, it did the dust early. This is a product I would purchase. See how much it is first. But I would. And so I am glad that they sent them to me, because I normally don't color correct. Janessa, if you are watching this, when you had in the live stream on your channel that we did the palette bingo, when you had said something like, okay, you want to explain, or would you, I forget how you worded it, but it was something about, do I want to explain what I was just doing with my under my nose area with the color correcting. And so I did make a note to, which I did do, this is the red one, same brush. I made a note to schedule a how-to, and it's going to be an updated full face tutorial, just base face, and then we'll do eyeshadow. We'll click off and come back and do eyeshadow, but I'm going to put that for the higher tier membership, because those are the ones who are usually, like when someone says, I'm really just trying to learn makeup, I do talk about this, my regular membership, the official Trollkin one, but then I tell them, if you want something more specific, more detailed, then the how-to videos I already have out, you know, this would be, you know, a good option for you. So nobody's come yet, and so haven't been doing a lot of content for it, but I, you know, if someone does, this is the Natasha Denona NY 11. But if somebody does, you know, it'll be there. And so I am going to do an updated. We're going to take a clean one, the 210 brush from Real Techniques. I really do like this combination, because other than not being able to see my freckles through it for the most part, it does look like my skin. Versus the concealer, it just looks like a brightness that's not natural, because it's clearly not my skin. I would not wear this out like this I would at least put powder on, because in person you can tell it's something there, but it's like, what is it? And if it's somebody who doesn't wear makeup, I don't even think they would notice. But those of us who wear makeup, like, we be clocking stuff, you know what I'm saying? But like, it looks like my skin. I really do like it. Yeah, so that's what's up with that. I think I have an appointment with her at the end of the month. And because she referred me to Whole Health, that's another aspect of counseling services. And so that appointment went really well today. The two people that were there that I interacted with, I'm laughing because there was a third person who, her only interaction was laughing at my interaction with the other two. So us three were laughing, and she was kind of like, what is going on here? Because, and you know what it is? I told somebody before, I either click with people right away, or I never click, but I just get used to them and be cordial because I need to. And then other people, I'm a slow burn. Like, as time goes on, you know, we finally realize, okay, well, yeah, she is cool. Or I'll be like, okay, they're okay. So it's either one of those three things. We hit it off right away. We vibe right away. We don't. We just get used to each other. And some, I'm a slow burn. Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Face Primer. Y'all, we are 20 minutes in. This is going to be hella long. This is for you, Michelle. This is going to be long. One pump of the Fenty foundation, the luminous one, the hydrating one, whichever one, because the name of it is not on here. So, but we know it's the hydrating luminous one. So we're going to take the 200 Real Techniques brush. Yeah, so, and as usual, when I leave the VA hospital, I go a block down. So the VA is on this side of the road, the left side of the road when I'm going. Main dish is on the right side of the road, the Jamaican place, and yes, I did go there. So that's my new tradition. And so leaving the VA hospital, I'm coming down on this side. One block over is BJ's. And so I go get gas first, and then I go into the store, and then I leave there. I circle back and go to Main Dish, the Jamaican place. And then I come home, well, check my mailbox because we have cluster boxes, and then I come home. And so that's been my routine. Y'all, and the food was so good. And I got enough for like 3 meals. I had it for lunch and dinner tonight, and I'm gonna have it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner tomorrow, or just lunch and dinner. We still got some left on here. Wow. And we did our usual 1 pump of each. Wow. I don't know why I find that funny. Cause I feel like I'm putting the same, but apparently I'm not, because usually by now I'm kind of scraping, and it's still a product on here. And so it was a good day. Today was a good day. And it's not over yet. I wanted to do this look earlier. We're in the midst of a heat advisory. It's going to go up to 102 before it's said and done. And it was 86 today, but it said, you know, feels like 92. So I've been chilling though. Been here chilling. I bought another fan. Yes, y'all. I am not playing with this electric company with these high-ass delivery charges. And I'm tracking what I use when I use it, so that I can know, like, okay, if I use this much AC, this is this, or at least just to be anticipatory, like not be slammed like I was in the winter when I had like a $250 electric bill. I'm just like, wait a minute. And so I'm just tracking it just so I know and can have a guesstimate in my mind, so that I'm not surprised by bills. And also I made a decision 4 months ago, to keep a credit on my electric bill. So that way when winter comes around, or if something just crazy happens, it'll be paid. And so my last 2 electric bills, 3 actually, I have had a credit. And so it's just like paying extra, like hundreds extra on my electric bill, so that whatever happens, I don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, this bill is such and such. And so my finances are, they have improved. I look good. I'm wondering if I just want to do an easy face. The Blend Bunny is like super easy. Let's do the House Labs. We're going to pick two at random. Bronzers 9 and 11. Both of them are deep level. We're going to pick two. Shoot, I think we used these last time, but randomly Acai Sky and Lavender Blonde for the brushes and blushes. Did I say brushes? Probably. And random two highlighters. Ooh, Fire Opal and Chocolate Opal. I'm happy. I'm excited about that. So the reason I bought another fan, y'all got fans everywhere, is y'all would be like, girl, like, can you just use the AC? Yeah, I could, but if I could be chill and comfortable with the fans. So one by my balcony doors, the tall one oscillates. So as the air comes in from the balcony, it just, and I have, I don't know if it's called windmill or something, but it's a stationary floor fan. The thing is huge. That's in front of my sofa, angled towards like where I lounge. So that one blows like right over me. Number 9, deep level 9. No, let's take 11. Oh yeah, let's take 11. This is 11. This is 9. And I have the oscillating one over here that has the remote. And this is deep level 9. And this is deep level 11. So we're going to take 11 first. And I had got a second oscillating one with a remote to put in my bedroom. So that's like at near the in the corner, and it oscillates, and so it oscillates, you know, over like the entire room. And then when my AC was out, and I bought the fan that's in my bedroom and a small table fan, I have a stool, not a stool, but it's like it is like a stool. It's a tall stool. And I put that fan on there, and I have it in front of the window, and also if I do have the AC on, it's under the vent, and so that stays there and just kind of blows above the bed, again just circulating air. And then I have a tabletop fan on one of my nightstands that oscillates across the bed. So we have the one over here, the tall one oscillating, and then this one over here oscillating, and so it's just like, y'all, it is nice. And so the little one that's in my room, I purchased another one today while I was at BJ's. It was only $15. And that's going to live right here on the side of my makeup station. And also, when I'm cooking, I just turn it around because cooking makes it hot. And so, somebody's like, you got another fan? Yup. And the little one I had already, it used to just live in my bathroom. Now it can live in the bathroom. So what this extra fan does for me is I don't have to carry around the one that's in the bathroom. I don't have to carry it here when I do a video or a live stream, or bring it in the kitchen. You know, when I'm cooking, it'll just be here. And so, and they're small enough to just tuck away in my closet. If I should choose to in the colder months. The oscillating ones, I just let them stay there. This is deep level 9. We're going to use the same brush, and we're going to put this just above it. Ooh, House Labs, it blends nice anyway, but damn. So this is without, this is with, man. So we're tapping in a few times. We're going to just come right across the top. Oh man, I'm going to feather. Look at, man, damn, you look good. Tell yourselves y'all look good. The intro, let me do the intro. We're gonna put that brush down because now we're gonna take, that was y'all know what these brushes are, but I always say them for if there's new people. Sigma F43. This is the Sigma F11. So Acai Sky is the deep one. It's described as berry purple. This is Acai Sky, this is Lavender Blonde. And Lavender Blonde is described as light pink purple. So we're going to take Acai Sky, tap, 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 tap. Y'all look, that's going to go back here. That's going to go back here. Man. Tap, 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 tap. So 4 taps. I'm going to put that back here. Y'all look, y'all see this gradient of color gorgeousness? What? Oh, I'm so excited. I'm not going to say names, but there's someone who said they started using more than one blush at a time for a look. I was so excited. Lavender Blonde. So you see where Acai Sky is back here. We're going to put this here. So that's going to give us a gradient for blush. See that? Like we had the gradient for bronzer. And I did use the bronzer also as contour under here. And I used to always do that until Janessa sent me that Blends Bunny, because that gray in there is a funky ass color. And I was like, let me just try it. I put it on. I'm like, ooh, that's the perfect contour shade. For me, anyway. I'm starting to sweat. Let me put that away. Put that brush down. We're going to take a Sigma F03. Fire Opal, described as orange yellow. This is so beautiful. This is beautiful. We're going to do this here. My face is starting to sweat. I don't want you to sweat. I realized that it's just a given, unless I do something different, that when I dab here with a brush, sometimes the makeup comes off. And I was thinking about putting a paint pot there, because that was one of the tricks that one of the MAC artists had said, that he puts a paint pot there. And he was saying for people who, I'm wondering if I want to put more powder on this brush before I tap my face. Whatever's just in here, which isn't much, because I don't want it to pick up my foundation. And so that was one of the tricks that he had said for people who, like, they say foundation never stays on their nose or it never stays on their chin. He was like, just take a paint pot that's close to their complexion, which it doesn't matter much because you're going to put concealer over it. And then just put, so I do think I'm going to try that, and maybe with Contemplative State. This is Chocolate Opal. Chocolate Opal's chocolate. We are going to take a clean one of those. So another brush out of all the ones I counted. This is made for deeper skin tones, but you can use stuff for other than what it says to use it for. And so you'll notice I'm backward according to YouTube University, because people usually highlight right here. And even though this is a highlighter, if I put a lot of this on, I get toasty. And so I do place it strategically where most people would highlight, even though this is a highlighter, but toasty. And then I take a little bit, and just kind of swirl over my cheek situation. And so that's that. I usually don't highlight my nose because there's a ball of light that stays there anyway. I'm looking at how that looks dark right there, but then when I turn, it kind of doesn't. So I am excited. If you have only been using one blush, try doing a gradient just to see if you like it. Just to see, because I know I am a fan of trying new things. And I know I said it before, but it was just crazy to me that I was doing a gradient for bronzer, but not for blush. And so I think it was a live stream collab with Janessa, and when she has sent me that Blend Bunny Sculpt palette, I'm like, I'm gonna use everything in here. And we did, and there's 8 products in there, and we used them all. Or was it before that when I started doubling up on blushes? But it was because of her. It was her fault. And then I thought, why did I not think to do that when I was already doing a gradient with bronzers? Like, it was just like, why you didn't even think of that, to do that? But then when I did do it, I'm like, yeah, this is what's up right here. We're going to see if this light one shows up. These are both MAC Color Excess Gel Pencil Eyeliners. This one is The Last Word. We're going to see if it'll show up on Inner Realms. I was twisting it up to see how much we had left. There's still enough left. I want to slide you back because I want to put the mirror in front of you like I did before, so that it doesn't look like I'm looking off way over there. So if you can see it, this is my finger on the top of the mirror. So hopefully you're not seeing the mirror. I don't think you're seeing the mirror. I know people who are really good about using the mirror that comes in palettes. I never do. I'll be holding the palette over here, looking in the mirror here. I do think the only reason this is showing up is because it's getting caught in my lash line. But it is some actually on my inner rim, which is nice. Because sometimes the lighter shades don't show up much. I'm going to have to tilt this fan over here. It is blowing in my eyes, so I need to tilt it downward. Oh, boy. I have... My to-do list is manageable. I did shift a few things, but it wasn't problematic to do so. Like, it doesn't overburden me for like the next day. I need to leave some of this stuff out so that I can tag products. Oh, eye primer. Excuse me. Is this content? And we're going to take Pool Shark and we're going to put that on our lower lash line under here. So let me know how y'all have been doing. Like, what's new where you are? I watched back the live that we did on Janessa's channel. And it was really nice just to sit and watch her do her look, because when we're on there together, it's like I will glance over, but that's still different than like watching the entire process. I was going to say I really like the looks, but I really like all of her looks. So what you do with that? I'm going to schedule the beauty battle because Nina was the first one that said yes, I believe, and then Tanya commented battle, 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 and I think Janet put a beauty battle with 2 neutral palettes. I put yeah. The trolls have spoken, because I asked the official troll Ken and they were like yeah. So we're going to do that. I'm going to schedule it for Monday actually, because I didn't schedule a live for Monday. I did schedule one for Tuesday, which is going to be one of the first of Michelle's troll play creative looks that she sent me to do. And then the next one, damn, both of those are this week. So the second will be Michelle's, and I think the third is Janessa's, and then the following week we have Michelle's second one. And so I sandwiched Janessa in between both of Michelle's. And I didn't forget that I'm going to do at least one creative look just for members only out of the book that Janessa has sent me, because I do think those would be fun. And if this other thing pops off that I was being cryptic about, that'll be some really interesting content. I'm going to tilt this fan down here. Okay, so eye primer. I was going to say, where's the palette? I do need to go ahead and open up my one backup that I have left of this, because this is so dry. It is so dry. When I'm trying to scrape the edges, it is so dry. And when I had took the stopper out before that, somebody's like, oh, take the stopper out. I did. It just got dry so quick. Like 2 uses. And I'm like, this is too dry. Like I can't even hardly blend it out on my lid without feeling like I'm being forceful. So I said, I'm not going to take the stopper out anymore. I'll just use it till like where it is now and throw it away. But I do keep saying I need to go ahead and toss it. I'm going to take a clean one. I was going to say I don't have a plan for the palette, but we're going to do, oh shoot, I didn't, when I do one look each eye, I prefer to do one eye at a time. But we'll move fairly quickly since we are doing rows that are right next to each other too. I should not get confused. My first 2 looks with the palette, we did the first 6 on the right one eye and the first 6 at the top on the other eye, but then I got mixed up. I think we did them one at a time, and I got mixed up on which colors I had used. I was like, girl, get it together. But hopefully I won't get confused. So we're going to use Groundwork Paint Pot. I know, and I've known for a while, that I do use the same products. And I really don't mind it because it's easier to tag. I know what they are. Y'all know what they are. And we know what works. And I brung this out, which means we're going to do that same shape we've been doing, even though I'm supposed to be doing a different shape for this year. Janessa and I said we were going to do that. And I do think that was my idea to do that, and I keep forgetting to do it. She's done it a few times, but I don't think I've done it at all. I keep forgetting. Until, like, I'm doing the shape, and then I'm like, oh, shoot, I was supposed to be doing something different. One of these days, I'll remember. All right, we're going to put that brush down. We're going to get into this palette. So, this is the first row, this is the 6th row, but we're going to start over here because then we'll be anticipating the darker looks. This is a nice row too, a little neutral, but this is a nice funky green. This top row would be a nice look as well. And even this one. The two least boring to me, well, these, I'm gonna leave out the yellow because that'll be a nice, shadow for up here. These two, this one, these two, and these three. That's the one. Actually, no, because I do like the dark one. So, like, these two, this one, and these two, I'm like, what? All right, so what are we going to do? We're using these two columns. All right, so we're going to take this one. The shade names are on the back, so we're not going to deal with that. So this will be whatever look. Y'all, excuse me, look at that. So, what I got for main dish, excuse me, I got oxtails with curry goat, and then I also got a small jerk chicken. Y'all, that jerk be jerking. Oh my gosh, it is so spicy, and y'all know I love spicy. I love spicy. From this row, we're going to take this shade down here, and we're not tapping off. We're going to just press it, and it does just press. So this is the second, no, actually this is the 4th column. Did I do columns before? I don't think so. Which means I might have. I'm gonna put that brush down. This, we're going to take this shade. This is creamy. I don't know if you can see the marks in there. This eye is starting to, I need to tilt this fan down here again. So this, okay, this is this eye. I need to tilt this fan again. It's a little fan, but that sucker be blowing. This is a pretty color. Oof, I just felt the chunk hit my face. Bounced off the side of my big nose. And we're overlapping a little bit to get a blend. That's cute. I'm gonna tilt this down again. That little fan, I don't think it moved. Wait a minute. Okay. And this column, we did this one. We're going to come up here. Oh. Oh. Do I need? All right, I'm not going to tap off. I'm going to press and slide. If I was concerned, I did get fallout. If I was concerned about fallout, I would have tapped it off because it had pulled up like right here. But we can go back. We'll probably put this is this blue shade. I'm gonna pull that over some. Hourglass. We're gonna put an hourglass under there later. Because I don't think it's gonna brush off because I'm a little sweaty. Actually, it did brush off. A nice little pool of sweat is happening over here. Back to the first row. I think I might want to bring this further over. Yeah, let's bring this further over. We're going to put that dark shade for outer corner. So far, so good, not confusing myself. Let me know if y'all like the visual better with the mirror underneath my phone. And so that means we're going to bring this one further over as well. I'm tapping off this time. Trying to think of what else. So everything else is pretty chill. I want to get another sun visor thing for my vehicle. We're going back to this shade. Because the one I got And I did get one from, I did tell y'all, from the Patriot store at the hospital. But it's too short and it's also not long enough. So it'll stay. I prop it up and it stays. But then when I go to use my vehicle, it's just like hanging, like resting on the steering wheel. Which still helps as far as coolness in the vehicle. But I would like one that actually fits. And it did say it would fit SUVs, but it does not. So this first column, we want to take this shade. That's this side. I'm going to put this over here. I love this brush, y'all, because as long as I keep it straight, y'all see that line? Yeah. And then come up here and just kind of, yeah, that's it. We're going to put that brush down. For this side, I'm going to take this one. This is a creamy shade, but it is just a little bit of tap off. Look at this, y'all. I am just pressing. I want to thank y'all for I don't want to say the preachy video, but the video when I was talking about different religious beliefs and things. I want to thank y'all for not being disrespectful of people's beliefs, whether they were mine or someone else's. And I know I mentioned it a couple times, like, this is not the place. This is just me saying things that I'm like, huh? But I do appreciate that all of you did respect that. So I just want to say that. Oh, look at that. This one is not that far out. Do I want to mess with it? It's two different looks, and so it doesn't have to look the same. Whatever's in the brush. Oh. Yeah, so thank you for that. Yeah. It looks like there's a gap right here, but in person it is not. And I'm not going to put more shadow on the brush because I don't want to overdo it. So, we have both of these. So for this side, we have this shade to use and this shade. From this column, we have this yellow and this one. So for this, we're going to take this shade down here, and that is going to go up here. We're just making stuff work because that's what we do. I'm going to have a lot of brushes to wash, and I have a feeling I'm not going to wash them tonight. Tomorrow, thank you. Tomorrow's live is a roundup, and we're starting an hour earlier than usual because Janessa is going live after, and I didn't want to interfere with that. Is that the right brush for that? No, this is the brush for this. Yo, I'm starting to sweat. It's coming down around the corner of my nose. I'm gonna have to do something. Oh. Did it pull off? Yeah, it always pulls off, usually, like right here in this patch, and it did. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. This brush is wet. I'm gonna have to use a new one next time. Jeepers. And for the other, which one did I just use? Is there color on there? Don't look like it. I think that's the one we used. So for this side, we're going to take, I don't know why I had my finger like that. We're going to take this one, and we're going to put that under here. Try not to be apprehensive about just putting stuff somewhere just to see, because you can always cover it up with something else or just make it work. Because sometimes quirky is really cool. But it's just, you know, coming out of your comfort zone just to be like, let's just try it. And then just, and I do usually end up liking my looks, like for real. Even if I'm like, let's just see what it do. And then I'll be like, ooh. So we got one shade each left to use. This one, this side, oh, we have this one to use. So that's going to go right up here. This is a matte shade. It still gave us that strip of light that we like. This side, the one left to use is this one. And I've used this for what we're doing now because I can see the stab marks in it, in this brush. And we probably did for that one too, where there's just a weird crack in it. I don't know. Crack is whack. Where are we? Okay, that shade. So we use, wow, each look is only 5 shades. Oh we didn't do lower lash line. Do we want to dip somewhere else in the palette for lower lash line? That's nice. Damn. This is pretty. No, we're not. The inner corner shades are what we're going to put underneath. So for this side, that was this shade. Y'all, I am sweating. What's crazy is that I don't feel hot, even though I can feel the sweat rolling down my stomach. And that's probably because the fans are blowing on me. And we're going to bring this out over here. I'm thinking to do a brown on upper lash line over here. That's what I'm thinking. That's pretty. Put that brush down, take a clean one, and inner corner shade was this shade for this eye. So we're going to put this under here. And put on some hourglass powder. Well, liner for upper lash line. We'll do the hourglass powder last, because then I might sweat through it. So, and the only place that lifts makeup when I pat is usually right here. Like the rest of my face doesn't. And I remember saying before that for me, even with the Scandinavia spray, even when I tap, well, usually I blot with just a regular paper towel. So maybe it's just something with the brush that pulls it off. But if I'm out and about and I take paper towel and dab here, like nothing pulls off, and my makeup looks as fresh as it did when I first did it. So that's kind of strange to me. So look number, well, first actually is the 6th column. That's this eye. The 5th column, I'm on the wrong side. The 6th column, the 6th column, this eye, and the 5th column is this eye. And so, easy peasy. This is like a soft grunge type thing going on here. This is like an ethereal something or other. I really like it. So we're gonna put that down. We are gonna do brown. Dip down. Is it brown? Excuse me, on both, which means I only need one matte 210. Or do we want to do a different color? Yeah, we're going to do brown on this side, and we're going to do Midnight Snack over here, because this will go with the brownish, and Midnight Snack is a gray. So we're going to put this here. I am still neglecting unintentionally my Lethal Cosmetics water activated eyeliner bundle, because one, when my eyes tear, it's going to just reactivate the liner and it's just going to drip off and smear and smudge and all that wonderful stuff. And sometimes I think to not even keep them. It is past the PAO, which doesn't matter to me for my personal use, but like I haven't used them in so long. And I do like all the fun colors, but now that Inglot is back in my stash, it's like I have the fun colors. You know what I mean? Different colors, yes, but fun nonetheless. And so Midnight Snack. These are both fluid lines from MAC. It's Midnight Snack. So we're going to put that over here on this eye. This upper lash line. This eye is tearing upward a little bit because I see a little hole forming right in there. It didn't feel like my eye was tearing. Yeah, it's like a patch right in here. I don't know if you can see it. And I'm not even going to say it's not weird that I didn't feel it tearing, so I also don't feel hot, but yet I do feel sweat dripping down my body. Hot girl video, literally. Somebody explain to me what hot girl makeup is. Like, I don't understand the concept, and I haven't looked it up. I haven't Googled it. So, but what is hot girl makeup? Because to me, when I hear hot girl, I think of somebody that's sweating from the heat. I don't think of, like, or do they mean like sexy girl makeup? But then all makeup, depending on, you know, your definition of sexy, can be hot girl sexy makeup. So, like, I don't, yeah, somebody tell me what hot girl makeup is. I was watching somebody's video and they were saying like they are so glad that color came back in for 2026 because all them neutral, natural looks and all of that. Some of us do like color. Mascara, do a lip, and I'm gonna put this on. Sometimes I think not to use this, but then I have it and it's open, so use it. And now we know that that lighter, Perpetual Shock, is that the name of it? No, the last word. Does show up on my inner rims, which was really nice. When I'm doing this, I'm wiggling at the base of my lashes, and I can feel it. I can feel it, so that's how I know that it is getting to the base of my lashes. And sometimes I don't need to do that to feel it. But Color Thick from Fenty. I do want to try one of the paint pots, this area of my face. So if I sweat, I want to see what's going to happen. And I meant to do that before, but then I forgot. Just like I keep forgetting I'm supposed to be doing different eye shapes. So we just have a lip after this. I'm still kind of bummed that even though I do like the color of that warm espresso brown lipstick, I do just wish it was, I guess, more of a chocolate brown. I was going to say a brown lip would work for both of these eyeshadow looks, but I don't have a chocolate brown lipstick. But I could do like I did before and put on the MAC lip liner in brown, line and fill my lips in with that, and just leave it or put a gloss over it. I do like this mascara, either that or it's the wand. I like that I can feel it combing through my lashes, and it does. Like, you see this? Like, it does do what it says it's going to do. But is it the mascara or the wand? It might be. I don't know. It might be both, or it might be the wand. So yeah, look at that. I like it. Lip, 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 lip. I'm tripping. I haven't used this in a very long time. Somber matte metallic gunmetal. What does that even mean? We're gonna line our lips with a black. I didn't sharpen my Blend Bunny black one, which I need to do. Oh no, I don't. I'm gonna use this again today. I didn't. Oh goodness, I didn't wipe off lip oil. This is when it just goes skirt skirt. Time goes by fast, y'all. I think it took like 10 minutes to put all them brushes away. Because when I looked up, we were 20 minutes in already. And I'm like, ooh, we didn't even start the actual makeup. Do I want to line? Do I want to fill in? No. Alright, so we're going to put this on Notoriously Morbid. I think I have a look planned tomorrow, even though for the live it's not a look, it's just a roundup. And yeah, I do go over my lip liner with the liquid lipstick, and that's why usually I don't line it. But I was thinking to stay just inside, so it'll have like an so you can actually see the liner, but then I didn't. So maybe we'll go back and put more liner. It smells good. What does it smell like? It smells like chocolate cake. Oh, that reminds me. I have a Milky Way bar in my refrigerator. Yes, because it's warm in here. Why does this look like two different colors? The top to me looks greenish. Is it the lighting? And like this, the top to me looks greenish. And the bottom looks gray. It's described as matte metallic gunmetal. How are you matte and metallic? But then when I tilt my head, it looks the same color. Almost. Are y'all seeing two different lipstick colors? This to me looks green, and this to me looks gray. Let's put some more down here. See what's going on. And my lips are different colors, and so that might just be how it's showing up on my lid. So this is like the third application. It's still this is strange. It's still looking different to me. This is interesting. Very interesting. Let me know though, seriously. This looks green to me. This looks gray to me. Like a reddish gray at that. Am I tripping? If y'all don't see it, don't just assume and be like, yeah, girl, I see it. Like, if you really don't, just say you don't. Because y'all know sometimes, and I freely admit, my color perception is different sometimes than other people's. So you're gonna put some eyeliner on. That's nice. And then we'll be done. Yeah. So this is the look. Thank you y'all for being here. I appreciate your time. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate those. I was going to say that I put liner on upper lash line because I was looking for that triple wing, which I do see. Because we see the shimmer, and then you don't see the brown because it blends in with this shade. But that's why I was like, did I do that? But I did. This side you can see it better. You see this shade down here, and you see the liner, and then you see the shadow. So I do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. If you've made it this far, if you have stayed from beginning to end, put a green and a gray heart. I'm telling you, this looks green to me, and this looks like a reddish gray to me, for real. So we're gonna go. Once again, I do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. I can actually lower the fan. You can turn it and tilt it down so that it's not so high up. I don't know why I didn't think to do that before. I really didn't. But yeah. So then it's not like, okay, I'm gonna go. I appreciate each and every one of you. I know I keep saying that. If you were here and you enjoyed the video, thumbs up. Even if you didn't enjoy it, but you let it play the whole time, thumbs up, because something was going on where you let it play, which is a good thing. And subscribe if you're not. Click the notification bell. I have content that goes up almost every day, and also sometimes I do community posts. So on that note, as always, self-acceptance, self-love, that is the Crazy Tronation way. Thank you, and you'll see me soon.